right, boys, it's Leeroy from Leeroy Gaming, and today we are going to be discussing and reviewing the Outriders patch that hit today, June the 3rd, 2021. If you're brand new to my channel, brand to my news, if you're looking for a channel that is going to bash PCF, not the place for you. At the same time, I try and be objective. I do have subjective analysis as well, obviously based on my opinion. But if you're looking for somebody that has well over 450 hours played, tries to look at all angles of this game and give you some insight of what I think is going on with the news, with the patch cycle, give you some extra insight, well, then maybe this is the place for you. So do check it out. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump right in and take a look at what the patch is all about. You're going to see a link to the original patch in the description as well as a full transcript. And let's go. So, patch news, the highlights are end of expeditions, kick block implemented, or as I call the troll block, crash fixes, minor bug fixes, but boys, this is not all. In fact, I think the most important thing out of this mini patch is going to get covered in about 2 to 3 minutes. So make sure to stick around because something very, very important is stated in this patch, and it has nothing to do with any of these major notes. So stay tuned. All right, so let's take a look. Patch notes implemented a block that prevents players from kicking other players towards the end of an expedition session. This is something in the last news video, what I recommended. I was hoping you're going to do this. Currently, if you don't know, if you play in multiplayer, what happens is if you get into the final area and somebody gets disconnected, just for whatever reason, you cannot invite them back once you initiate the final area. I am going to assume, because I haven't gotten a chance to test it yet, this is going to be also to where once you're in that final area, final transition, you can no longer kick people, which is brilliant. This is going to block all trolling now. Are some people going to kick people right before that final area? Probably. If you have that issue, hey, guess what? Come and check out our Discord, Leeroy Game Discord, description below. Really positive community, lots of people to run with. Or check out Leeroy Gaming stream on twitch.tv, where 6 nights a week we do CT15 carries for free. Also, this Saturday, 1 p.m. Pacific, 24-hour live stream celebrating 2,400 subscribers on YouTube. So thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure to do that. Hit that notification bell and come check us out on Saturday. All right. So moving on, as far as patch notes, implemented region-based matchmaking to improve the quality of multiplayer connections. You may or may not notice this. Updated the login signing in text to better reflect the current signing in process step. This sounds like this is lingo for this is cosmetic only. I don't think they've improved anything necessarily, but at least it's not going to flat out lie to you. Fixed crash and memory leak issues. This is big, and I have a feeling this was implemented in the last patch, and they're not being fully forthright with it. Okay, this is where me being a little pessimistic about things, because, for example, in the last month, I crashed maybe 3 times total, and just on last night's stream, I crashed 4 times. And I have a feeling it has to do with memory leak issues and crashes that may have potentially been introduced in the last patch. So hopefully that gets fixed. Now, players can expect more frequent updates as we look to make the best possible Outrider experience. This is the first piece of news that this should have been a highlight. I mean, I know it's not how they do things, but them saying, hey, we're going to update you more often. I'm hoping they give us at least every Tuesday and every Thursday updates, minimum. That should be moving forward as long as they're supporting this game. That's what I'm hoping to see. Next, we are also making good progress on identifying and resolving outstanding sign-in issues, particularly on Xbox. Good news. Currently, we are also testing out, and this is right here, boys. Why is this? Okay, I'm going to say something. If PCF wants to go anti-trolls and not get screamed at, they need to highlight this right here. Because I guarantee you, some people, some content creators may not even read this whole thing. They're going to look at the highlights and say, oh, let me create a quick video and let it say, oh, people can fly aren't doing anything. What did they do this whole week? They fixed what? They end of expedition block and some minor crashes and minor bugs. What have they been doing all week? I could totally see that, and I almost guarantee you're going to see it by some of the major content creators out there that are kind of very generic. Hate to say it, but probably true. So, what do we care about? We care about this. Currently, we are also testing our some legendary drop rate changes with the intention to make them less frustrating, more satisfying. We will share further information on those potential changes when we can. Thank you. I mean, I think the optimists amongst us believe they were going to do this. The pessimists were going to say no, they're just killing the game. They don't care. They're going to keep nerfing and nerfing. Come to my side of some optimism. I welcome you. The water's so much more comfortable here. Your blood pressure will drop. Girls will like you more. I guarantee it. Okay, so this is good. They're listening. They realize people are frustrated. Hopefully, we'll get more news maybe Thursday. People can fly. I love you guys. Get us something Thursday. I'm not expecting the patch Thursday. Get us that update, that 3,400 word write up on legendary drop analysis. Drop that on Thursday. We would love you for it. Okay. Our team is also hard at work on the Stadia version. People play on Stadia? Okay. Of upcoming fixes. Please, just can we take the resources for this? I know. Stadia paid the money. I got you. With upcoming fixes and stability updates as we aim to get fully integrated solution. Great. All right. Let's move on from the 0.0001% of people that use Stadia. All right, we are investigating continued reports of player survivability issues. So this did pop up. I personally haven't really seen this as much other than the visual red bug element, but I didn't really associate that with more deaths. But other people have commented even on my videos that they are experiencing it. So as we previously explained in our recent latest news and known issues blog post, we're looking to explain in the near future some of the deeper mechanics at play with Outriders. Let me translate this for you. Some people don't know what they're doing when it comes to defense mechanics, and they're dying because they have glass cannon builds and they expect them to be invincible. Some of this is still going back from the emergency stance days where they had emergency stance and they were godly. As soon as that went away, unfortunately, almost simultaneously, mitigation bug came through. And sometimes they were dying because the mitigation bug, but sometimes they were dying because they just had a really shitty build for survival and went full glass cannon. If you haven't seen my video on explaining defense mechanics, check it out. I almost guarantee you it's going to be 80% or more of what they're going to talk about in this post that's taking forever to come out. So check out that video. I'll try to remember to post it in the link below and pop it up as well. One or the other, hopefully. Finally, they're also testing out some initial player buffs. So this is the other thing that needs to be highlighted. Testing out initial player buffs, and we'll share news on the potential changes when they go live. Notice they're not saying balances, buffs. I have a feeling they're going to leave some of the powerful stuff there, even if maybe it shouldn't be, but just to get in the good graces of people, they're just going to buff the weak stuff, fix the broken mods. This is really, really big. If this was me on their PR team, I would have led with legendary buffs coming, buffs to characters coming, and some bugs and changes. I almost guarantee, I guarantee it would get a way better response that they're probably going to get with end of expedition, kick block implementation, crash fixes, minor bug fixes. Boys, I'm available to freelance if you need a little help with PR. I can do better than this, okay? All right, let's move on. Other tracked issues currently under investigation can be found in the latest news and known issues thread linked below. Our next patch is already underway, and we will share more news of it as soon as we have tangible release details. My guess it's going to be next Thursday. Based off this wording, they're not overcommitting to next Tuesday or anything. I think it's going to be next Thursday, and hopefully there'll be buffs. Okay, boys, what are your thoughts on this patch? Do you agree with some of my beliefs? Do you think they should change the wording on their patching system and their note system to match more my style, to be a little more positive? Or do you enjoy all the negativity because then people can poop all over their posts even before they read it? So anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Leeroy Gaming, and you guys have a wonderful day.